hand matches to an arsonist, and you don't give power to an angry left-wing mob, and that's what the Democrats have become. They would turn our country so fast into Venezuela, and Venezuela's not doing too well, folks.
It is time for us as Democrats to be as tough as they are, to be as dedicated as they are, to be as committed as they are. Michelle always says that, when they go low, we go high. No. When they go low, we kick them. That's what this new Democratic Party is about.
Eric Holder in what could be a presidential run, campaigning early. We'll see. In response to that statement, Colorado Senator Cory Gardner just put out a tweet that says, you have other party leaders saying Michelle Obama was wrong when she said when they go low, we go high, but rather when they go low, we kick them. This is not who we are. Senator Gardner pointing out that he had and his family had some threats after the Kavanaugh vote. Meantime, the president tonight is campaigning in Pennsylvania, tweeting out, departing the White House for Erie, Pennsylvania. I cannot disappoint the thousands of people that are there and the thousands that are going. I look forward to seeing everyone this evening, even as he's been talking about the hurricane and the recovery down in Florida and the continuing hurricane, Michael, as we've been covering all show. Let's bring in our panel. Byron York, chief political correspondent for the Washington Examiner, Mara Liasson, national political correspondent for the National Public Radio, and Andy McCarthy, former chief assistant U.S. attorney and contributing editor at National Review. Welcome. Byron, let me start with you. This is the politics of protests or mobs or anger, and how is this all playing?
Well, the Republicans are extremely on message now, from the president on down. And it's an old message that's been used against Republicans so many times. The Democrats are extremist. They're dangerous. This is too much of a chance. They are an angry mob. They will take away your Medicare. I mean, this is a very interesting campaign that they've centered on. And talking to Republicans, working to keep the House, they've had the best week or so of polling that they've had in quite a while, and they attribute most of it to the Kavanaugh effect, but also some of it to the trade victory. They felt that the president faced down Canada and won and made one of these deals that he promised he would make. So they're still scared. They're very scared, but they're feeling better. Singing from the same sheet of music there, Mara, usually Democrats are good at that, but every day it seems like there's something that fits into this narrative that the GOP has created. Eric Holder, you have the calls for impeachment of Brett Kavanaugh, all of that. Right, and every time one Democrat says something like that, it gets blown up by Republicans. Republicans talk about impeachment a lot more than Democrats do, net. But I think the Eric Holder cut is really important because this is a big debate going on inside of the Democratic Party. You heard Hillary Clinton the other day. Should they be Michael Avenatti Democrats? In other words, should they be the left-wing equivalent of Donald Trump, fight back just like he does, or should they stand for something, as Michelle Obama would say, higher? They don't know which direction they want to go. There's a lot of feeling inside the Democratic Party, especially in the activist base, that Democrats are too weak, they're not tough enough. And what does toughness mean? And this is something, and if they win, if they do take the House back, it's going to be an even more tougher debate. Andy, your thoughts?
I just worry that it's not a 4-week phenomenon. We can't here do anything more than calculate how does this affect what's going to happen on Tuesday night 4 weeks from now. This is not a genie that gets easily put back in the bottle. It has the eerie feeling of 1960s, 1970s radicalism, and it's a phase I think we're just getting into the beginning of, rather than something that's going to be able to be contained in 4 weeks. Yeah, clearly, and we'll be covering the midterms every day for the next 27 days. I ask all the panels to choose a race that they think is interesting for one reason or another. I'll start with you. Well, I looked at the Arizona race because suddenly it's more, I guess, personal to me, I should say. This is Kirsten Sinema, the Democrat, versus McSally, the Republican. Yes. The news that came out today about Sinema is that she hosted Lynn Stewart, who was my adversary in the blind shake prosecution in the 1990s arising out of the bombing of the World Trade Center. Turns out that Lynn was later on trial herself for material support to terrorism for communicating messages from the blind sheikh where he was in jail to his Egyptian terrorist organization. It turns out that Ms. Sinema evidently promoted 2 of her appearances at a university in Arizona. See how that plays. Mara, your race. My race is the Texas Senate race. That's incumbent Ted Cruz, the Republican, Beto O'Rourke, the Democrat.
tremendous excitement among Democrats. O'Rourke gets like crowds of 50,000. Nobody that I've talked to actually thinks he's going to win. But the thing is, he's kind of plowing the fields or fertilizing the fields in Texas for what Democrats hope will be eventually that state turning purple. They've been disappointed in the past, but this time they think they really are going to make inroads.
I picked the Montana Senate race. The incumbent is the Democrat, John Tester. The challenger is a Republican, Matt Rosendale. I think it's the best chance for a Republican pickup that's not getting very much attention. The polls are very, very close, and the Republicans are waiting for a Kavanaugh effect. They believe it's going to take place, and they don't believe you actually have to wait 28 days or 27 days till Election Day, because early voting starts next week in Montana. So if there is a Kavanaugh effect, perhaps when it is strongest, people will already be voting.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Air Force One stopping back in Montana as well. Panel, thank you. A little abbreviated tonight because of the hurricane.